Morning, everyone. My name is Jason Lazar. I'm from Success Made Simple. Hope you're all doing well on this lovely, wet summer Monday morning in Sydney. I just finished a meeting with one of my clients. We sat down and have a conversation about 2024 and all the great opportunities that lie ahead for him in the new year. And obviously, one of the questions was, let's start building out a robust business plan. And it started with me asking him the question, what are your goals for this year? What do you want to achieve? And as you'd appreciate, whilst he had a lot of ideas, there was a lot of conversations, he wasn't clear on what his goals for 2024 were. And so my job was to challenge him on that. And I said, well, you need to sit down and really spend some time on what it is you want to achieve in 2024. And his response to me was, Jace, come on, man. You know how hard I'm running the business with family commitments and everything else going on in my life. It's hard for me to just sit down and do this stuff. It's just a lot of work. I feel it's a lot of work. Well, it's going to take me time. But the truth is, I don't have the capability to do it as well. So it prompted me to make this video because, like him, I'm sure there's a number of you out there who really want to crush your goals in 2024, but you just don't know where to start or how to go about doing it either. So what I want to share with you in this video is a very simple 5-step process to helping you achieve your goals. All right. Why is it important for you to write down your goals, visualize it, build a strategy around it, hold yourself accountable, and then work towards it? Well, it's going to keep you motivated. It's going to help you move forward. And so when the times get tough, you can reflect, take a look, make changes if you need to, and then drive yourself forward. So here's my simple 5-step guide to crushing your goals in 2024. Number 1, reflect. What do I mean by that? Sit down and actually list out your wins for the year for 2023. What were some of the challenges you had in 2023? Like, what was some of the things that just kept coming up and you spent a lot of time just working on? What were those fires that you just had to keep putting out? And also, what were your areas of improvement? Now, the best way to describe your areas of improvement is stuff that you just don't know how to do. You don't have the capability, you don't have the capacity, you just don't know how to work through. So write those down. And I think it's important to do that because it will give you a clear idea on what needs to be done next and in what priority. How do you go about prioritizing them as well? Which leads us to step number 2. Now that you know what you need to be working on, how do you plan for it? So how do you define them? And the best way to define your goals is SMART goals. And you've heard that before. It's specific, it's measurable, it's attainable, it's realistic, it's time bound. So write down your SMART goals. But the key point of differentiation here is you need to break it down between your short-term goals and your long-term goals. Now, the best way to define short-term goals, anything that can be achieved or needs to be achieved as a matter of priority in the next 90 days, is your short-term goals. Anything longer than that is, next 12 months, 2 years, defined as long-term for sure. Another key element of when you're defining your goals is, I always use this phrase, dream big. If your only goal is to pay your bills, then all you are going to do is pay your bills. That's the reality. So I want you to think big. Don't get caught up in your limiting beliefs. If you need to invest time to work on your limiting beliefs, do that. Okay? Do that. Spend some time addressing some of those fears, because that's what it is. Once you've been able to define your goals, now comes the planning stage. And planning stage is really about putting steps in place, putting actionable steps in place. Because until now, it's all talk. Once you put it down in paper and you have actionable steps, you know what you need to do. But a lot of times people turn around and say, well, how do I know when I'm going to achieve it, or how long it's going to take? Well, make some assumptions. Put an end date. Put an absolute end date, and then work backwards from there. Re-engineer the process. So put an end date of when you want to achieve a goal, and then map out every single task that you need to complete in order to achieve that goal. That's going to give you a clear, pragmatic plan. Step number 4, accountability. And this is critical. The one area that people do not invest in is accountability. And I encourage you, join a networking group or a strategic group that's going to hold you accountable. Yes, get a business coach. I'm saying that not just because the fact that I am a business coach, but that's what business coaches do. But if you say, well, that's too much of an investment, and I can't afford all that, and I don't have the time to do that, keep it simple. Speak to your partner, your husband, your wife, a close family member, someone who's got your best interests at heart. Share your goals with them. Tell them, this is what I need to do for the business. These are the things I need to achieve. I need your help just to keep me focused, to stay accountable. And then, work with them so that when they ask you the tough questions, you can reassess where you are, pivot, make changes, make adjustments, and then go for it again. But you need to have someone holding you accountable. And finally, visualization. This is critical. A lot of people don't believe in it, but I'm a huge believer in this. You really need to visualize the end result. That moment when you actually achieve that goal. What does it look like? What does it feel like, smell, taste like? Who's sharing that moment with you? Actually picture that and do it on a regular basis. That is going to help you manifest your goals. I promise you it will. It will certainly keep you motivated and keep you focused. And really, that's it. That is in my opinion, my simple guide to absolutely crushing your goals in 2024. I would encourage you, if you're watching this video, start that process. If you say, well, I don't have the time, all it takes is 10 minutes a day for the next 5 days, and you'll get it done. That's how long it'll take. That's it. So get onto it. If you're still struggling, I encourage you, click the link in the description. Join one of my complimentary sessions. Just book it in. It's absolutely free. There's no obligation. Let's just have a conversation about your business and where you're at, and how we can put some simple fixes in place to get you moving forward, get you off that road hump, that place where you're stuck right now. I'm here to help. So just click the link in the description. Let's have a conversation about your business, and I wish you the very best for 2024.